Well, he's usually playing some psychopath or a criminal, but award-winning actor Steve Buscemi has a much softer side. This indie giant has a new project helping aspiring actors and musicians find a home for their art. We caught up with the actor and his wife Jo Andrus at the future home of their passion, the Issue Project Room in Brooklyn.
Prohibition!
Steve Buscemi's performance on HBO's hit series Boardwalk Empire may have landed him a Golden Globe, but his love affair with acting and the arts started in a very different place.
I think part of my reason for even being cast on Boardwalk is that Terry Winter saw me in a Brecht play about 9 years ago. Terry Winter, who I met on The Sopranos, was one of my favorite writers on The Sopranos. I'm very happy to have, made the crossover into the commercial world, but I really feel like my roots are in this world.
The world of experimental theater and music, a passion that he shares with his wife, filmmaker Jo Andrus.
We both did a lot of performance work in the 80s in the East Village with our friends, but I actually did dance in a couple of Joe's performances, and it's probably the only time you'll ever see me dance is on stage. Yes.
Yeah. Well, now they're champions of the Issue Project Room. That's a place that supports emerging and established artists.
So any way that we can help foster and support that, especially here in Brooklyn where we live, then that's what we would love to do.
The city had made it available because this was once a city building. So luckily, Issue won the rights to the space. And now we have to earn money to fix it up and make it viable, that we can use it. It's an incredible space for everything, music, films, for performances, staged readings, and hopefully an art gallery too.
The first fundraiser for the new space kicked off with honoring musician Elliott Sharp on his 60th birthday.
It's really one of the few places that understands the artist, that doesn't try to mold the artist into a marketing niche or try and say, let's find the lowest common denominator of programming. The people who run Issue find the artists they like and have them do the things that they want to do.
For what is inside of you is what is outside of you, and the one who fashioned you on the outside is the one who shaped the inside of you.
A film that Jo made opened the evening's festivities.
I would say a meditation, a dream sort of meditation, and the inspiration was the divine feminine.
Tonight is also a tribute to another goddess who we love, who started Issue Project Room, Suzanne Fiol. She's no longer with us, but everything you see here tonight is her vision. She's the one that started Issue.
The place where Steve Buscemi's true inner self can still be found.
It's just all I ever knew. I mean, I've always lived in New York, and I was lucky enough to be in a place in New York at a time where the arts in general were flourishing. I got my start in experimental theater, people like John Jezerin, the Wooster Group, Richard Foreman. I feel like any way that I can give back to the community, and this space will be a real resource for the community. It makes me feel great.
I think what people forget is how important the avant-garde is and how important experimental is. Even if it's lousy, a lousy experiment that didn't turn out so well.
But both Steve and Jo are making sure this experiment turns out fabulous. Wow, well, the night was such a big success. Steve and Jo helped raise more than $80,000. Their hope is to turn that space in Brooklyn into the Carnegie Hall for the avant-garde. Congratulations to them.